T-Mobile news for you guys here today. Thanks for tuning into the channel. This one's going to be a big announcement for tomorrow, the time of this recording. It'll be February 20th when they make this announcement. T-Mobile's got something planned for us with T-Priority. Go ahead and like and share this video, subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notifications to never miss an upload. All right, folks, so the announcement will come from T-Mobile in the form of some kind of like detailed T-Priority launch of some sort. Obviously, they're pushing the public safety sector now as a target, as something, you know, they've never done before. And for what it's worth, T-Mobile's never been this big before. And there's a couple things I want to discuss in this. So the first thing is what exactly T-Priority will be for T-Mobile. And this is basically their answer to FirstNet by AT&T and to Frontline by Verizon. T-Mobile was not going to move forward without having something to compete with their competitors. So police, rescue, fire, medical, government agency, all this stuff that we've talked about with FirstNet, now T-Mobile have a network slice that's going to be dedicated for the T-Priority users. Lower latency, enhanced speed use cases, 5 to 10 times more capacity than the average user. All the same things we see with the other providers as they serve the public safety sector. They'll do this over their standalone 5G network. Users are going to have required devices for this, right? That has to be on the network slice. So it's probably going to be relevant devices. I think they'll probably do something with some OEMs and vendors with like hotspots and things of that nature, along with, I think, just higher gain equipment. I think all that's got to be part of this. And I think more importantly is when you think back to the T-Mobile and Sprint merger, this was T-Mobile's vision. This was the Department of Justice's vision, the FCC's vision, was to create a competitor for AT&T and for Verizon. Sprint was never going to play in this business field. Same thing with T-Mobile as they were, but together they created something larger that was going to compete alongside the other big two. So when I look at this, I don't see this as a bad thing at all. This can only be a good thing. Now, you can question whether or not T-Mobile can do this. That's valid because they've never done it. But I will tell you guys this. T-Mobile really hasn't failed up to this point. Every time people have counted them out, they've risen to the occasion. When people have doubted, they've showed up. When they said they couldn't, they did. It's really hard to bet against them. So I'm not saying that they're going to come in with T-Priority and all of a sudden start taking a bunch of FirstNet customers and take a bunch of Frontline customers. I don't think that's the case. But I think you're going to get some government, some agencies talking to first responders about trialing T-Priority. And if T-Mobile can offer a unique experience that the others can't, well, then I think it puts them in a position to find some growth. Do they take 1%, 2% of this user base? I don't know. This user base needs reliability. This user base needs resilience. They need a hardened network. They need, something that they can count on in the most dire of situations. And I think with the T-Priority, along with the Starlink piece, with the satellite coverage, that's probably going to be included in all of this. I think collectively as a package, if T-Mobile does this with 3, 4, maybe 5 unique things that maybe AT&T and Verizon don't yet offer, it gets them into the conversation. This is actually set to be something exciting. T-Mobile usually nails things like this when it comes to announcements. Something that I think both AT&T and Verizon lack in. T-Mobile will strum up a lot of action for this. They'll make this exciting. We'll see what happens. What do you guys think it's going to entail? How do you think it's going to be structured? Let me know. Drop me a comment. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.